Evo, and ta-da! We're going to be talking about something very interesting, and I want to also talk about the five love languages. And maybe because Valentine's Day is tomorrow and there's this fuss about Saint Valentine's Day, well, I believe it's a time to express love, not just only on Valentine's Day in quotes, but to also express love prominently. So let's discuss the five love languages. I don't know which love language applies to you, but I would love to list them out. And if you're following, kindly use the comment section and let us know which love language speaks to you. So the first one we're going to be talking about today is words of affirmation. And the second is physical touch. The third is receiving gifts. The fourth, quality time. And the fifth, acts of service. We're going to be talking about which love language it is that applies to you. Secondly, we're going to talk about how to communicate each of those love languages. We're also going to talk about actions to take to communicate these love languages and things to avoid when communicating or being communicated to any of the love languages. So, the first one, words of affirmation. And I must tell you sincerely, I am a words of affirmation girl. So, one of the ways to communicate love and words of affirmation is to encourage, to affirm, to appreciate, and to listen actively. Words of affirmation is not just about speaking words to someone, it's about elevating the person, it's about promoting the person via your words, it's about giving comfort, it's about encouraging the person, it's about lifting the mood of the person towards positivity. So, we're going to talk about the actions to take in giving words of we're going to talk about the actions to take in giving words of affirmation. You can send an unexpected note, a text, a card, or just place a call through to say, I know you're working hard, I know you're doing so much, but I just want to let you know that you have been amazing, and I want to take out time to appreciate you and to say, I see all that you are doing. So, what not to do when you're being communicated to via words of affirmation is do not act like the person is just wasting his or her time. When someone communicates love to you via the words of affirmation, you have to recognize that this person is trying to lift up your mood or to make your countenance better, and you have to also appreciate it. So, if you're just joining, we're talking about the five love languages, how people receive and communicate love to their friends, their lovers, their parents, family. And this is to say that every single person has a love language. Every single person has a love language. So, we've talked about words of affirmation. Then, secondly, we're going to start talking about physical touch. I don't know which of the love languages that I've mentioned or I'm going to mention applies to you, but we're talking about physical touch. Physical touch, some persons, they really like you holding them by the shoulders, you patting them, you holding their hands while walking, you just gestures here and there. That's that warm touch of, oh, I am here, showing your presence. So, the skin is like the largest part of our human body, covers our body. So, whenever you touch someone, it's like they feel it so closely. So, some persons have learned over time to receive love via physical touch. So, it's important to understand how every single person wants to be communicated to. You want to say you love me and you are communicating it via a love language that is not how I love being communicated love to, then you're going to miss it a lot. So you're going to touching my hands, shaking me, holding me, and all of the likes, putting your hands on my shoulders or whichever applies to you. So physical touch So how to communicate physical touch to, and we're not talking about love language in the context of romantic expression of love. It could be to your father, your mother, your siblings, anyone around you that you really care about. So how do you communicate love via physical touch? So we have non-verbal use of body language and touch to show love. So you're necessarily not saying lots of words, you're not saying words, but you're touching, you're showing this person that, oh, I am here. You're comforting not with words, but with that present touch. So, actions to take: hugs, kisses. If you are not married, don't kiss. Hugs, kisses, cuddling. Yeah. If you're in a relationship with someone in marital context, which I believe is the confines that God already made possible for us to experience love in a much deeper way, then you can go overboard, the extreme. Yes, so one of the things you should not do is that you should not, if you're someone who loves to be expressed love to via physical touch, then you should also acknowledge that this person is trying to express love to you, trying to uh, appreciate your presence, that you are there, and they want to just hold you. Learn to receive love. Just learn to receive love. Then we're going to talk about the next love language. We've talked about words of affirmation. We've also moved down to physical touch. Now we are on receiving gifts. You know, one of the reasons why it's important to understand your partner's love language, or your siblings' love language, or your parents' love language, is that you don't want to communicate love to them in ways that they will not feel it, or they will not even acknowledge. They don't even know you're expressing love to them. They might feel like you're just being excessive. For example, when you're just about touching me too much, I'm like, why are you touching me? The person just wants to just let me know that I am here. Yes, I know you're here. You want to make me feel loved, but that is not the way in which I want to be. I want you to express love to me. So if you're following in the comment section, I'm talking about the 5 love languages. Please let me know in the comment section, how do you love to receive love from your partner, your friend, your family member, your loved ones, and in the confines of the 5 love languages. Please, if you're a words of affirmation person, tell me in the comment section. If you're a physical touch kind of person, let's know in the comment section. Then if you love to receive gifts as a communication of love to you, please let's know in the comment section. So receiving gifts, some persons love receiving gifts a lot. Well, I don't think I am that person. Yeah, gifts are quite thoughtful, but many a times a gift in a sense might look like you want to buy the person over, you want to win the person over, right? So if you're communicating love to someone that is not through the way or the means in which they love to receive love, then you probably be communicating something else other than your intention, which is to let the person know that you love them and that you care about them. So, one of the things that we need to know about receiving and giving gifts is the thoughtfulness. There's this way giving someone gifts, especially gifts that the person really really want, or maybe your partner, your spouse has been mentioning, I think I really love this, I really love a red bag. Okay, maybe I should get it in like 2 weeks. I know, just out of the blues, you just come into the building, you come into the room, and you're like, hi darling, I got this for you. And she's like, oh my God, you got me this bag. I was going to go to the store next week and I've been just busy. That really means a lot to the person. You notice that your friend's wristwatch fell across the street, and it's been on your mind to give the person a wristwatch. He has been going about without a wristwatch, and in particular that this person really loves to wear a wristwatch. Just showing up with that wristwatch would go a long way. Will let the person know that this person really cares about me. You have me on your mind. You're thinking about me. So making that person a priority, like having that person in your mind, you're thinking about this person, shows to that person that this person prioritizes me. So one of the actions to take in communicating love to your partner, your friend, your family member through thoughtful gifts is expressing gratitude. Maybe someone did something really amazing for you. Your wife surprised you, and you just want to just make her happy. And you just thought, what can I get for my wife? What can I do for this person that will really make this person feel appreciated? And you communicate to the person quality, not quality, via gift, especially a very thoughtful one. So it's very important. So the next love language we're going to talk about tonight is quality time. Oh my God. For persons that know me quite personally, I love quality time a lot. I love spending time with people I love. I love people that I love spending quality, not just time with me, quality time. Where you want to hear me out, where you care about, oh, Stella, what's going on? What's on your mind? Is there anything you love to share and you just need someone to listen? Certain persons just love having people that are active listeners around, people that love them and that would love to hear them, to hear the deep thoughts of their heart that probably they cannot share with other persons. So, quality time, uninterrupted and focused conversations. You can get some persons a Chanel bag, a Louis Vuitton bag, or items, fancy item, luxurious item, and it's just like, oh, thank you. But when some persons you spend uninterrupted time with them, having heart-to-heart conversations with them, it really means the whole world to them than the most expensive gift. So I believe strongly that when we understand our love languages, we'll be able to communicate love better to anyone around us that we truly love and care for. So one of the actions or ways to communicate love via quality time is to create special moments. This person really, your spouse really cares about. Yeah, you should care too about your wedding anniversary. It means a lot to your spouse, and you just show up like, okay, can we travel out to a special place you might want to choose and just spend time together, talking about reviewing our journey as a couple, or just spend uninterrupted time, quality time with the person you love. So take walks and do small things with your partner. So it necessarily doesn't have to be grand, just in the confines of what you can afford, but that you are there. So for people that love to be communicated to via quality time, to them it doesn't necessarily have to be that you spend the whole world on them. You give them $1 million, but you are away. You're not around. You're not available. They don't have your ears. They don't have your attention. You'll be giving someone 100% that loves quality time when you spend time with them. You talk to them. You go on walks with them. You go to an eatery together. You just have wonderful meals together and all of that. So one of the things to do when you're having quality time with people you love is to avoid distractions. This is something that really means a lot to the person. So what you want to do is to avoid distractions. Spend time with the person without interruptions. So last of the 5 love languages we're going to be talking about today is acts of service. Acts of service. For persons that know me quite personally, they know that I love acts of service. Like just being there for me. Oh, Stella, you have this conference coming up. How can I help you? What are the things you want to do and how do I come in? I know I'm your friend, but I want to be on ground for you. Can I serve in this capacity in your conference? Okay, you are traveling tomorrow. Are there things you want me to help you do? These are things that you need to understand. For persons that love to receive love via acts of service, if you give them the costliest gift in the whole wide world, they'll just say a random thank you or okay, I'll see to it later. But when you communicate to someone that loves acts of service, that you're there for them, you show up for them, they're having an examination and you're like, okay, what parts have you not read? What can I do to make life easy for you? Or maybe your wife just gave birth. Aside from being a caring husband, but you know that okay, your wife just wakes up after just taking a nap after taking care of the child, and she just wakes up to a very clean environment. The room is lit, the house is clean. Like she just wakes up to a very cozy environment, everything looking uptight and clean because her husband decided to express love to her in such a trying time through acts of service. So, how do you communicate acts of service to the person you love? Let them know you want to help them and you also want to lighten their load. I know that you have been busy. Hi, darling. How are you doing? I know you have been busy for quite some time now, but I would love to help you in these areas. Or are there things you'd want me to do for you? Which areas are you struggling with and you love for me to help you through? So it's very important. So, actions to take. You can make them breakfast. You can take them out on a dinner. Oh, babe, don't cook for throughout next week. You don't have to cook. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take you out. So don't cook at all. So you ease your wife off that stress of cooking, that load, that burden of cooking for the week. You can go out of your way to help your friend, your family member to do some chores, some house chores, cleaning, washing, and taking care of the baby. Lots of things to make life easy for your partner or your sibling, your friend, or your colleague. So, what are the things to avoid? You want to, you don't want to be a burden to them at such time. What you want to do for them is to ease them of the burden of different things that have been weighing them down around them. So, if you have listened and watched this episode where we get to speak about the 5 love languages, please let me know in the comment section what your love language is, and I'd love to see you some other time in this space. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll see again. Bye. Ejimagi ejogu, ojoku ere aja. I worship